Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Like, Share, Follow. And this week I have Savhanna Fowler, who is a social and media and content coordinator at Victor and Flow. How are you going, Savhanna?
Hi, Karen. I'm good, thank you.
Good. Now, we were just chatting before we went live about the last time you were at USC. So what year was that? When were you last there?
Yeah, so I finished my degree in May of 2018, so coming up to 3 years ago now. Yeah, long time.
Yeah, it's flown. Like it really has flown. And so what have you been doing from 2018 to now?
Yeah, I feel like a lot has happened. So when I finished my degree, I went traveling for a little bit to China, and then came back and was just working in hospitality and retail jobs while doing freelancing gigs on the side for website design and social media management. And then I felt like it was time that I got some real world experience in a full-time job. So I was looking for some internships, and I came across one of my fellow uni students was working at Victor and Flow, which was then called Thrive Digital. So I reached out to her to see if she could get me a connection in here, and turns out I got an internship, and then the next week I was offered a job for casual work. So I've been working here ever since. So it's coming up to like just over a year now that I've been working here. So yeah, keeping busy.
Fantastic. And you must have really knocked their socks off if you were there for a couple of days and they offered you a job the week later. So what do you think that made you stand out? What were you doing that really impressed them? Did they tell you that?
Yeah, I think it was because I had they were also growing rapidly at the time I did come on board. So it was kind of perfect timing. Like I have to credit the timing. But yeah, I kind of had experience across web design and coding, and as well as the social media and content creation. So I think that was really a valuable asset to the team at the time. And they did want to, keep me on board and make sure I was around for a bit longer. So yeah, but definitely was down to timing as well. We were growing.
Yeah. And so how many, you don't have to tell me their names, but how many clients do you look after for their content at the moment?
So personally, I look after 6 clients, or six, brands essentially. Some clients are, they do manage 2 different brands. So yeah, 6, which is a lot.
It is a lot, particularly if you're posting them every day across multiple platforms.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, multiple platforms, EDMs, the lot I cater for. Yeah.
And so what has been some of the best career advice that you've been given so far?
So probably from my now boss Tamara, in like the first week I was working here, she told me it's better to seek forgiveness than ask for permission. And she was talking about it in a sense for engagement. So I was a little bit reserved with replying to comments and what I should say on behalf of the client. So yeah, when she shared that insight with me, it kind of stuck, and I've taken it into so many aspects of my career now and my personal life. I really feel like it's more about like, if you know a risk is worth taking and something will work, then it's better to kind of go for that than it is to ask everyone around you if it's okay, or to make sure you're doing the right thing. So yeah, very valuable advice. And I've been sharing that with a lot of people that have asked me for advice, to be honest. So yeah.
You know, it's funny that you should say but that is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever been given as well.
Oh, really?
I was a marketing communications manager at the Australian Red Cross Blood Service, and my manager at the time, Nikki Stark, that's what she said to me. Like, cause there were so many different levels of approval and things that sometimes and particularly it wasn't social media then, but particularly with social media, sometimes the opportunity is lost if you don't pounce on it straight away and take advantage of that opportunity, because if you have to go and ask for permission, like it just won't work as well. And I think it also comes down to really feeling more confident in your ability to know what's going to work and what isn't.
Yeah, definitely. And you're the person working with the brand day in, day out. You're on their accounts every single day. So you do get an understanding for what does work best. So it is always good to take a risk. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. And tell me, what are some of the things that you learned at university that actually have helped you in your current role?
I learned so much at uni, to be honest, and like everything was so valuable. But one thing that did stick out for me was I had an amazing tutor for one of my coding courses, so web design, and he really fostered in us like the value in your work, and so he wanted us to make sure that we were always quoting correctly. And if we were going into freelancing, he always taught us like how to quote, just to have confidence in your abilities and to really value your experience. So I guess he taught us a lot of real world things that definitely helped later on, both in my freelancing journey and now. Because it is so valuable dealing with clients to have that knowledge and to be able to have a good relationship and build that relationship with them. So
that's good. And what's something that you now at working you wish you'd learned at university that you had to learn really quickly because you didn't have that knowledge?
Yeah, I was just saying before we jumped on this live, probably Facebook advertising. And just dealing with budgets, but I know that's probably a little bit too much to cram into a degree, but just more like how to navigate business manager, and more so around the advertising side of social media would have been really valuable for me, because I had to do a lot of Facebook blueprint courses really quickly to get on top of all of that, and I'm still very much learning because it changes all the time. But yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, and now we actually do have that. So so in the one of the final courses in the major and the degree program, there is that opportunity now. So
which is so good to hear.
Yeah, and tell me something that you have learned about social media in the last, say, 2 weeks that you'd like to share. It could be like a tool or something that the platform does, or some sort of hack or something. What is something that you learned? Because it changes all the time, as you said.
Yeah, for sure. One of the better things I feel to come out of Facebook recently that happened for me in the last week or so was the individualized news feeds for businesses. So you can interact as your business on a news feed, which you couldn't do. So engagement was very manual, seeking out pages and then changing who you were editing as. But now, you get your own news feed. So it's honestly amazing. And I do daily engagement for all my clients. So it saved me a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's probably the best thing.
I find that with Facebook are really sort of improving that side of things. It's almost like now, like they were business focused before, but they're almost now becoming more agency focused. Would you agree? Because they're creating tools and different features now for people who are running multiple accounts or looking after multiple accounts.
Yeah, absolutely. Even just jumping on the Facebook Creator Studio, that has changed like so much in the last week. And definitely agency focus, I'd have to agree. I'm very jealous of everyone starting out in this field in the coming years, because they're going to have so much valuable tools for them to
I read
use.
actually the other day on social media today that in the Creator Studio, they're actually putting in a calendar feature. Is that there now? I haven't had a look the last few days.
It was actually on like my personal account, but it hasn't ticked over on this one at work yet. So I'm not too sure what's happening there. But I did get the notification that you can have the calendar feature. Yeah. I'll have to look into it a bit more though.
It'll be interesting to play with, because I know, tools like Hootsuite have had it, and there are so many other tools that have that scheduling in that particular way. So it'll be interesting to see how many people actually shift from those other tools now just to use Facebook and Instagram in that way.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if they minimize the glitches that happen on a daily basis, it will be very valuable for people to move across.
I don't know if I think sometimes maybe they add things too early, and but I guess that maybe that's part of the testing, is adding them and then getting people to complain or send through things that aren't working. So
who knows?
Yeah. And so, can you give advice to, say, emerging professionals, whether they're in the social media space or even sort of marketing or whatever, and even current students, about how they can succeed in their careers like you have?
Yeah, I kind of touched on it a little bit before, but I wasn't very confident throughout my degree, and I really, I shouldn't beat myself up about it, but I really do feel that having confidence in your ability with what you do is so valuable. I was even talking to another friend of mine not too long ago, because she's about to graduate from her communications degree, and I was just saying, like, have confidence in what you're doing. Like, you've just endured a 3-4 year degree. Some people change degrees, so it's even longer, but you are so valuable to an employer, and just show like the willingness to learn and to absorb how they do things and input like your advice. It doesn't matter like how young you are, like it's still all very valuable. So definitely, do whatever it takes to build your confidence. If you're not confident, like what I had to, I'm still like not completely there, but it's been a journey, doing that for me. But it has helped so much, just changing your mindset and just coming at it as a team member rather than just an individual working with someone else, if that makes any sense. But definitely. Yeah.
And I think, I think too, it comes with the more you practice in the field, the more confident you become as well.
Absolutely. And the more you speak to clients, the more you build those relationships, and you get to realize that everyone is human, and you do like some of the ideas that might be in your mind, like, and then you might push to the back because you don't feel like they're as important. They definitely are, and they definitely can help people and brands move forward with their marketing and kind of anything. So have confidence.
Or at least pretend to until it comes, I think.
That's exactly right. Fake it till you make it is gold.
Yeah. Because I know, like, I remember, I have these flashbacks of when in one of my first jobs from uni, and I had to ring people on the phone I didn't know, and I used to put it off so much because I was super shy, if you can believe it. I really was. I was super shy and self-conscious, and it was it was just really hard. But the more that I did it, the easier it became, and it just becomes more sort of natural to you. So
yeah, definitely. Phone calls are tough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just time and practice. And so, do you have any? I really forgot the most important question of the show. Who do you like, share, and follow?
Yes. So I thought hard about these ones. So I definitely like a Brisbane-based designer, Jasmine Dowling. She's one of my favorite designers. She's definitely worth following on Instagram. I share the Inspired Unemployed.
Oh yeah.
I think, the boys there are just brilliant, and I love their story behind it and how hard that they worked to get to where they are today is really inspiring. And I follow the Shameless podcast. They I listen to their podcast religiously, so every Monday and Thursday I tune in. But they have literally kept me up to date with everything pop culture related, all social matters that are worth caring about, and they're a really inclusive podcast that I I love following. So yeah, that's my 3.
And would you mind, when this is posted on LinkedIn anyway, can you tag those people or put links to those people in there in case people want to actually check them out?
Yeah, absolutely, will do.
Cool. And do you have any final things to share with people?
Not really related to social media, but I just hope that everyone has a very Merry Christmas and enjoys their break. I feel like if you feel like you need a break this year, to very much give yourself that chance to just relax and spend time doing whatever you want to do. But other than that, that's me.
I mean, what a year.
I know.
It's been one we never saw coming. Remember, like if you think back to this time last year, there's, you know, we were just blindsided, but you know, we got through, you know, and it'll be interesting to see how 2021 pans out.
I know, very much looking forward to what's hopefully around the corner, and yeah, big year.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been great to chat to you again and catch up. And we're going to actually have a maybe 2 weeks break, I think, for Like, Share, Follow, and we'll be back in the first week of January because I'm going to go and have a break as well.
Yay.
So everyone for watching, and have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's, and I'll see you in 2021. Thanks so much, Savhanna.
Thank you.
Bye.